Breakpoint is one of my favorite episodes of Omniverse, solely because it takes the basic framing of the trend of what a superhero should look like according to media. Breakpoint is written by Danny McKelly and directed by Jae-Hong Kim. The episode starts with a truck full of alien technology being delivered before it comes to a halt as there's someone in the middle of the road. It's revealed to be Ben back in his Alien Force / Ultimate Alien clothing. The delivery driver is excited to see Ben, but is shocked when the hero hijacks the shipment along with another Ben Tennyson. It's quickly revealed to the audience that the Bens we see are disguises. UAF Ben is Corvo, Solid Plug is maxed as 11-year-old Ben, Fistrick is Hoodie Ben, and Liam is Ben in his 10-speed gear. The four then rob the alien tech and take off, leaving the delivery driver puzzled. The next scene is Max, Rook, and the real Ben looking over security footage of the incident while Ben eats his anger away with some chili fries. Ben and Rook quickly figure out Fistrick's identity, leading to Ben getting the idea to go undercover, get close to Fistrick, and catch him in the act. Max explains to Ben how serious a mission like that could be, although Ben believes he can handle it, with Rook commenting on his eating habits for a second time. Lucas and Driva then place a DNA lock code onto the Omnitrix, meaning the next time he transforms, he'll be locked in the alien form he chooses until he uses a verbal code to deactivate the function. Later at Fistrick's gym, Ben tries for forearms but gets Wildvine instead, before being reminded by Rook about his self-control. During his workout, Wildvine grows hungry and contacts Rook to get him a meatball sub. He's then interrupted by Corvo, who points out that he's a plant, but Fistrick weighs in, accepting the Florana into the gym and helping him with his workout. Meanwhile, Rook discovers the wonders of a meatball sub. After Wildvine excels at Fistrick's workout game, Solid Plug suggests that he should go with them on their next quote-unquote workout. Stating that he's about to get some cardio in, Wildvine heads off and checks back on Rook and informs him on Fistrick's next move. Later on, during the robbery of Billions Tower, Ben arrives on the scene, transforming into Crash Hopper, causing the criminals to be alerted, with Rook shooting off their ID masks. The criminals get the upper hand, and just as Fistrick is about to act on his threat towards Ben, the tower alarm goes off and they escape. Back at Plumber HQ, Max is angry, telling Ben he should have reported in, and now they have to find another way to retrieve the space cone. The next day, during his workout, Wildvine suggests they get some chili fries, but Fistrick denies the offer, stating how he envies Floranas and how a healthy diet is a pure diet, before heading off with the others. Wildvine questions where they're going, and Fistrick replies, saying that it's a secret, for now. Later on, outside of a shop in Undertown, Ben and Rook are spying on Fistrick disguised as the hero. Rook surprises Ben with a meatball sub, and Ben hands it back, saying he doesn't like them anymore, and how they're a sometime food and not an anytime food. On which this is the second hint that he's getting too close to the case, with the first one being how he refers to Grandpa Max as bro earlier. Rook begins to question if Ben was getting too close to the case, which the hero quickly denies before a chase begins. Ben as feedback chases down Fistrick, but loses him when he realizes he can't take him down due to the time they've been spending together. This episode really does make you like Fistrick as a character. During his first and second appearances, he was a traditional villain, but across the course of the series, we get a lot more of his character. And in this episode, we're shown that he's not an outright killer, and always, if not only, goes for the task at hand. That task being, he just wants to be fit and healthy, albeit he takes it to the extreme. Back at the gym as Wildvine, Ben is informed and included in Fistrick's plan, and they set off inside a rocket targeting a force field around a space station filled with alien supplies headed for Undertown. Once they land, they place their ID masks on and head inside, and Ben sees that they're collecting plants, more specifically bulking fronds. a highly valuable nutritious plant that only grows in artificial gravity. After setting the explosives and getting on the plants, during their exit, it's revealed Fistrick knew Ben had been there to spy and escapes after revealing he'd captured Rook on the space station. Ben accidentally deactivates the DNA lock before going after Rook and escaping just before the station explodes completely. Back on land, Ben as Mustache defeats Fistrick before explaining how he's tired of Fistrick and his broness, if that's a word. The plumbers arrive and arrest the criminals, with Max being fed up with Ben's actions, which is something we haven't seen since Store 23 or Kevin 11 of the original series. The episode ends with Ben eating chili fries on the way to HQ, just when Rook gives him an idea, where we see Blukish and Driba on mess duty giving Fistrick a meatball sub and fries for lunch. In a world where even if your superpower is super strength, you still have to be in shape to be a superhero, I feel like this episode negates all of that. Throughout his entire career, Ben's been eating chili fries, burgers, smoothies, and meatball subs and more. Ironically, he's the most unfit superhero, but he's the most fit to get the job done. His body doesn't need to be built like a traditional and ideal superhero because it doesn't need to be. Whenever he transforms, he turns into the prime version of that species. Robert Pattinson argued that he didn't want to bulk up to play Batman due to the crazy workouts he have to do in order for him to look the part when these types of regimens weren't even a thing, say, a couple of decades ago. I know there's people out there who think that if someone is going to play a character, then that someone needs to be a copy and paste of what they look like and act in the book, show, or etc. I understand that maybe seeing a skinny Superman lifting up a car or punching someone into a wall would be more unbelievable than Henry Cavill doing it, but in reality, not everyone can look like that, and not everyone wants to look like that. Whether it's problems with gaining or losing weight, genetics, or something else, everyone has different body types, and I believe in animation that's becoming more apparent, with Ben being one of those larger-than-life heroes who just so happens to be, act, and look like an average person. As for Ben 10,000, well, I don't know. Maybe all this chili fries finally got up to him and he had to work off a few pounds.
Chili fries.
Careful, kid. Those double portions catch up with you.
Excuse me?
Anyways, that was this video. I'm not sure if I got my point across, but it was still fun to discuss regardless. It feels like ever since the beginning of the franchise, Ben 10 has taken everything I've known about superheroes and flipped it on its head. But, as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.